Yeah. Live with Ches, we up next. Live with Ches, sports prepared. Live with Ches, live up next. Live with Ches, we're the best. Live with Ches, live up next.
Hello, how's everybody doing today? Welcome to another episode of Live with Ches. Today we are talking American football, NFL news. Let's get right into it. So, let's start with the Chiefs and the Ravens. That game was wild. Came down to the wire, 27-20. The Chiefs, we all know they're going to come out just scoring, doing their thing. They're back-to-back champions for a reason. We're in their dynasty for a reason. And I'm mad at the Buffalo Bills for handing them Xavier Worthy. Because I told my friends, and you could ask a bunch of people, like people doubted me and laughed at me. Even my own dad, he was like, he's too skinny. He's just like, I don't know, he needs to build up muscle or something like that. I told him Xavier Worthy is a dog. He is a dog, and you could put him in any way. Like, I feel like people are starting to compare him like to Tyreek Hill. Nah, he's more like a Percy Harvin, if you feel me. Like, his route running is like Tyreek Hill, I feel like his route running is more speed wise. Like, he's just gonna run faster than you, and that's why you can't catch up to him, you know, obviously. But just like, you know, the route runners who are smooth and just make the defender go the other way. Like, you saw that on his wheel route on his second touchdown. What he did, he had to stop and go and just smooth. I'm telling you, he's one of them. He's definitely one of them. I feel bad for Lamar. The thing about Lamar is that, like, he can never get the job done. He can never win that big game. And he's been so close, and this is the closest time he's ever been. And he was a toe away. Isaiah Likely balled out. That was a career game for Isaiah Likely. But yeah, that was a great game. That was a very great game. After that, Packers and Eagles. That was also a good game. Jalen Hurts may have acquired some like haters on him. Saquon Barkley, just ran all over the Packers defense. I don't know what happened to Quay Walker, what happened to all of them. Like, just like Saquon ate, and AJ Brown was still able to get some. Devontae Smith was able to get some. I think Goddard caught a few passes, but that Eagles offense, and we already know the O-line is going to be amazing. That Eagles offense is crazy, but there's still an Achilles heel for the Eagles. That defense, that DBs, your DBs, they got torched. They let Jalen Reed run all over them. Just run all over them. And Dobbs even got a few catches too on them. And Watson caught the touchdown. I remember that. And it turned out to be 34 Eagles, 29 Packers, and I hope Jordan Love is okay. Reports are that he's out for 3 to 6 weeks, and Malik Willis is reported to start for the Packers in the next game against the Colts. Next, we have the Saints whooping the Panthers 47-10. I was surprised. I'm not gonna lie, coming from a Saints fan. Derek Carr looked amazing, and Clint Kubiak is a genius so far. He made that offense look amazing, 10 times better than Pete Carmichael could ever. He got some. Jawan Johnson caught a touchdown. Foster Monroe, just amazing. Kamara is back, and he looks electric again, like just crazy. But the Panthers only 10 points. Like, I'm not gonna lie, this comes from a Saints fan. I like Bryce Young. I was cheering for Bryce, even though he's in the same division. But that's crazy. Like, he just had no time. He overthrew his receivers, and that team just looks bad already. Just terrible already. Next, we have the Vikings versus Giants. Oh my goodness. 28-6. Daniel Jones is awful. I don't know how many times, like, if you can read the fine print, like, Daniel Jones is awful. He is just terrible. The Giants have made the greatest mistake since the Broncos made a mistake with Russell Wilson, I guess. But other than that, yeah, just terrible. And just watching Saquon ball out for the Eagles, yeah. Sam Darnold balled out. Jettis got a touchdown. Addison played. I didn't think Addison would play, but yeah, he played. And the Giants are down, looking terrible with Daniel Jones sinking on that ship. And I feel bad for Brian Dable because he's a good coach. But next we have the Patriots versus Bengals. And wow, congratulations to Gerard Mayo, first win. Just that's crazy. Like honestly, it's not crazy. I felt like the Bengals hype was too much, in my opinion. They have, I guess, a quote-unquote firepower, crazy firepower. T. Higgins, Jamar Chase. But other than those two, Zach Moss is good. He's decent, but that O-line is still not good. It's not good. Joe Burrow's been out for a while, and he looks rusty. He looked really rusty. That defense is just, I don't know. I guess he helped the Patriots to 60 points, but it's the Patriots, man. And I feel like against any other team, the Bengals might struggle a little bit. And next game, Steelers Falcons. No touchdown for the Steelers, just all field goals, and Falcons only got one. But this is sad because all that hype for Kirk Cousins just looks disappointing. I mean, congratulations to Kyle Pitts for getting a touchdown. But other than that was a sad game for Atlanta. And hey, Mike Tomlin, defensive guru, like I'm telling you, 18-10, Steelers won. Texans and Colts. This game was actually really cool. I remember watching this on Red Zone for a little bit, and it was a good back and forth in a way. Stroud still looked really good. Stephon Diggs getting touchdown. Tank doing his thing. And then, oh my goodness, Nico Collins, bro. That catch in the fourth quarter, bro. Y'all know which one I'm talking about. He is a dog. Nico Collins is officially top 10 in the league. Like, I know it's week 1, but you can see the catches he made over double teams too. Yeah, okay. AR is legit. He might have to cool down with some of his decision making, but hey, I respect to AR. He made Alex Pierce look amazing. Michael Pittman did his thing a little bit also, but the Colts got a future quarterback. They got a franchise quarterback. I like AR. When he's ready to risk it, he's ready to go for it, but his arm is crazy. His decision making needs a little bit of work, but he will get that receiver the ball. Like, he will zip that ball in there. And he balled out. He didn't quit whenever he threw those picks. He didn't let it bother him. He let it do his thing, and respect to AR. He balled out. That was a great game, and that division the AFC South look like it's gonna have a big battle going around there. And next we have the Cardinals and Bills. Cardinals were handling the Bills earlier in the first half, but then the Bills came back. Josh Allen doing his thing. He had 2 touchdowns for passing and 2 touchdowns rushing, and 232 yards. Keon Coleman, he got a few catches, did good. Shakir got a touchdown. Bills came back and won that game. Bears versus Titans. This was really a defensive game. Both QBs were subpar. Caleb Williams got 93 yards, and Will Levis, oh my goodness, that pick six was terrible, and he was on his knees. Now everybody's memeing him. That's crazy. But Bears win that 24-17. Dolphins came back and beat the Jags 2017. Tyreek Hill is still and the number 1 receiver in the league. I know people will argue CeeDee Lamb and all that, but nah, Tyreek is still him. Shout out to Brian Thomas Jr. I expected him to be a dog. He got a touchdown in that game also. Trevor's just inconsistent, man. Just inconsistency showing again for Trevor Lawrence. And but next we have Broncos Seahawks. Seahawks won 26-20. Bo Nix threw 2 picks. Gunslinger, we knew they were gonna say he was smart with his throws and accurate, but he was just throwing picks all over the place. And Seahawks come back and win that one. Chargers Raiders. Hey, Jim Harbaugh, he coming through. Hey, beat the Raiders 22-10, and Quentin Johnson got a few catches. He's doing better, a little bit better. First game though, Justin Herbert showed his talent. Hopefully he can stay healthy this season. Wish the best to the Chargers. Next we got the Cowboys and the Browns. Dak got paid and balled out at the same time. CeeDee Lamb got paid, balled out at the same time. Ezekiel Elliott got a touchdown. Hey. And the Browns just the Cowboys took out Myles Garrett in that game. Denzel Ward, he had a few good coverage plays on CD, but he just couldn't handle him. And Deshaun Watson, I think your time is running out as a starting quarterback in this league, and it's hard. I mean, people will complain about their 2 tackles and stuff. I understand that, but just the greats can overcome obstacles, and he did not show out. And all those weapons he got, like, I get it, Jerry Jeudy isn't the greatest, but Amari Cooper still has a lot of fire in the tank. And David Njoku is, like, still a good tight end. And I mean, I understand the running game is not there. Nick Chubb is still going to be out for a little bit. But, yeah, that was just bad, and it's looking very bad for Cleveland. Next, we have the Commanders versus the Bucks. The Bucks won 37-20. Jaden Daniels' debut had 184 yards. He also had 16 carries for 88 yards and 2 touchdowns. So that was a decent debut for Jaden. Baker Mayfield, 289 yards, 4 TDs. Chris Godwin balled out, 83 yards, 1 touchdown. Mike Evans also got a touchdown, and that duo is still eating again. That is a scary duo, and I cannot lie. And then next we have Rams versus Lions, and this was a really good game. Went into overtime. Puka Nacua is out IR. That's bad for the Rams, but they still always seem to have like a good wide receiver that comes out of nowhere. But Cooper Kupp seems healthy, balled out in that game. Matthew Stafford, costly interception though in like the second quarter, I want to say. And they probably could have some more points and let up in this game, but I don't. Jared Goff, he was average in this game for me. I felt like there was some good throws to Jameson Williams, but he would just focus on Jay Will the whole time, and he didn't really feed Amon-Ra St. Brown or Sam Laporta enough, I felt like. But the run game saved the Lions at the end of it. David Montgomery especially. Jahmyr Gibbs did his thing also, but David Montgomery at the end just pushing it in and just ending the game, and that was it. And finally, the Jets lost to the 49ers. The 49ers won 32-19. Brock Purdy still showing that he is a franchise quarterback. You can say it was a system, whatever, but you see that it got to be a certain quarterback. It got to be somebody that is capable and that can lead and can be accurate and make those big throws when he needs to. And I feel like that is Brock Purdy. So I have much respect for Purdy. Ayuk asking off for that money, and he didn't really do much. Only got like 2 catches, not it. But Debo did his thing. And also, out of nowhere, CMC was reported not to play. And then a man who's been on the team for 3 years now, they say, Jordan Mason, had 147 yards, 28 carries, 1 touchdown. He was running like a madman. Like he kind of ran like Pacheco in a way, like just hungry for like each yard and just will run you over. Like he is a good runner, definitely a good runner. And shout out Jawan Jennings. Like I feel like whenever Ayuk or Debo are just like struggling in the game, say the one is doing good and the other's not, Jenny's gonna step up and he gonna do his thing. And for you fantasy people, if you need like a flex, always look out for Jennings because he can get them yards. I mean, he got like, I want to say 8 points in my fantasy, but yeah, he definitely did his thing. But so now let's get to my big 3 winners and big 3 losers. So let's start off with the big 3 winners. The big three winners, number one, of course, the Kansas City Chiefs, because they still show they are dominant. They can still find ways to win, and there's a difference between great and legendary. And it was a toe, but hey, they scored the points first, and they put the whole pressure on the Ravens. Lamar almost had it, but he missed two different chances, and I can't believe he missed that chance over Zay Flowers, because Zay Flowers was wide open, way wide open. Number two, the Eagles. Defense, like I said earlier, DBs need some tweaking still. They need a little bit more training. But that offense is electric. Jalen Hurts looks like the Super Bowl run Jalen Hurts right now. I'm not going to lie. Yeah. And then number three, I would have to say, y'all gonna be surprised, but I'm gonna say, like, people gonna say the 49ers, but like, obviously I have the feeling the 49ers gonna handle the Jets, you know, because Aaron Rodgers will be rusty and stuff, and it's the 49ers, they're elite team, so I'm not gonna, that's just a gimme. No, I'm gonna say the Chargers, because this is the turnaround. I feel like the Chargers are going to turn around this team. Jim Harbaugh is going to turn around this team. Justin Herbert is going to ball out. The run game, oh my goodness, J.K. Dobbins looked great. He hasn't looked that good since Ohio State. Just, man, even Quentin Johnson is like catching balls now. What's it called? McConkey, they first round pick. He caught a touchdown and he juked out two people. And that was just crazy. And they got a team. The offense look good. The offensive line look good. And the defense look good also. I mean, it's the Raiders. Gardner Minshew. Gardner Minshew had a decent game. You know what I'm saying? He threw a pick, but 257 yards, one touchdown. Not bad. But yeah, that defense looks really good. And yeah. So that's my big three winners. Now for my big three losers. First, I'm going to have the Packers. Losing Jordan Love, that has to hurt. And it also hurts because you see the talent your wide receivers have. Reed is a dog. Oh, my goodness. You fantasy people, if you got Reed, y'all are loving life like I'm loving life, because I got to have Reed on my fantasy team too. Dobbs did his thing. Watson earlier was dropping passes, but towards the end of the game, he did his thing. Josh Jacobs, a beast, finally on a good team and about to show his talent, about to show he's a top 5 running back in this league, I think. Yeah, that's my first losers. Number 2, I would have to say the Jaguars. You just choked it at the end again. You had the lead and you just choked it, and your defense did well, but then your offense is inconsistent. Like, you have so much firepower, but you can only score 17 points. Like, the Jaguars are my number 2 losers. And then my number 1 losers, I'm going to say the Browns. The Browns are definitely my number 1 losers. Deshaun Watson, it's running out of time. People are arguing for Winston. I can't believe that. I mean, Winston, sure, he has experience, but I don't know if Winston is going to help this team. Maybe have to get Joe Flacco. But, yeah. And that's going to be all, folks. Tell me what you think. Like and subscribe. Please comment. Crazy week 1 so far. It's been your boy, Cameron Chester, and it's been Live with Ches.
Live with Ches, we're the best. Live with Ches, live up next.